talk about it, Mikey. What up, Chi-Chi Mama? Apparently everybody's in church. Apparently everybody's in church. I see you. I got dry lips. I have bags under my eyes. What up, Foxy? They sound horrible? Why do the birds sound horrible? That's mean. Thank you, Foxy. What up, Kim? Outside rocking. It's a beautiful day. What up, Mother Moon? Mother Moon, will you share this out? Will you get this out there? I want to discuss Mikey. There he is. Let's talk to Mikey. Let's get this shared out. Let's have a talk with Mikey. Thank you, Mother Moon. But I didn't do good. Mikey seems to think that he can look me up now because I defended Witty. Mikey thinks that he can message me to discuss the way I look without a filter. Motherfucker, this is my face. I am 50 years old and proud of every fucking wrinkle I carry because it means I went through life. I'm not trying to catfish anyone and be somebody that I'm not. I'm me. I don't need a filter, bitch. Why are you up in anyone's business? Why are you looking me up? I got screenshots of that. Maybe we'll make a federal case out of that. Mr. Know-It-All out here bullying people on the internet thinks he knows something about something. You don't understand addiction. You don't know anything about alcoholism. You should sit down and shut the fuck up. I don't need to change who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I stand proud on who I am. I stand for the right things, Mikey. I ain't out here just trying to fuck people's lives up. I'm up here trying to help people. I was trying to de-escalate the situation you created yesterday, which I would have done if you hadn't continued to poke it. Like, you know what you're doing. You're not educated. You don't know what you're doing. Have you ever been around an alcoholic? Have you spent any time with an alcoholic? Do you know anything about alcoholism? Not a damn thing. LOL in the chat, all you want. You want to get in a box? Come on. You called the cops on her for no reason and started more shit in her life than she didn't need. She doesn't need you to protect her. You don't care about her. That was for your own benefit, so that people came in and paid attention to Mikey. Telling me I need to wear a filter stands against everything that you say you stand for. But you're out here bullying me because you don't like my looks? Good thing you don't have to look at me, huh? I do things for a living, Mikey. I don't sit in my mom's bedroom and harass people on the internet thinking I know anything. Get off.
First of all, sir, I'm
Okay,
far more
call me
intelligent
sir
than
again.
you.
Let's misidentify, because what does that prove?
Yeah, you're misidentifying
Okay, little
me.
girl.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
little
you're
girl.
misidentifying me. So I could do the
I
same.
did misidentify you. Not
I
one
could do the
time.
same.
When
You're
did I do that? Tell me
misidentifying
when I
me.
did that. Tell me when I
This
did
is
that.
the way
Tell me
it
when I
works in
misidentified
America.
you.
If you don't want freedom and equal rights, move to Syria. I will pay for it.
I don't need. I don't. You're not making any sense, dude. That's the
you are
problem. You
trying
don't
to
make
claim
sense.
that you
You
got more
ramble
rights than me.
legal shit that you know nothing about.
When you're the one that's trying
I'm
to
not
use
going
legal
to.
stuff.
I
We are
want to
in
know when
America.
I
I got a right to
misgendered
say
you.
whatever I want.
You can say whatever you want. Calling the
So
cops
don't
and
try and
starting
say
trouble
like
and
it's
acting
some
like
kind
you're a
of
good man on the
illegality or
internet,
something.
that's false. That's falsifying who you are. You said yesterday you made the call because that woman was in need. She wasn't in need. She didn't need your attention.
What do you mean? She
needed
said she
your
was gonna unalive
attention
herself.
from her, and
She
that's
said she
what
was
you
going to
did.
unalive herself.
She didn't
And she's
unalive
done it
herself. She
Have
wasn't
you
going to
watched
unalive
it?
herself. I was in the live. You switched
she
her words
didn't?
up, dude.
Oh, really?
You
Oh,
switched
really?
her words up, dude.
Oh, really?
Do you know anything about Whitty?
Oh, Swedish.
Do you know anything
I
about
hope
Whitty?
it does. Fucking, I hope it does. You have no idea what you're talking about.
And this
I
is why
hope it does.
stop saying that. This is why the law
Why
was
should
at
I
your
stop saying it?
because this is
I'm
why
being
the law was at
honest.
your house today.
Who?
This is why the law was at your house today.
Okay, well, call them again.
I didn't
Call
call
them
them to
right
begin
now.
with.
Call them right
That's
now.
a cry for help.
That wasn't a cry for help.
What did she
Not
just
a cry
say?
for help. That was
What-
not
what
a cry
did
for
you
help.
just hear
Until
that?
you have an educational diploma you can hold up that says
I
that you have
don't
the education
need
to
a
make that
fucking
call.
education.
Stay
This
the
is
fuck out of
United
people's
States of
business.
America. I can have a fucking opinion.
You can have
I
an
don't
opinion
need
and
a
not
fuck-
call the
you got
cops.
an
They're two
education?
different things, dude.
Do you have an
They're
education?
two different
Let's see your
things.
education. Let's see it.
Having
Let's
your
see it.
opinion and spewing it all over the internet.
Let's see
go right
your
ahead.
education. Where's your education, sir?
My education is that I grew up with alcoholic parents. My brother is
Mikey.
a drug
That's
addict.
You
I've
don't
been
have an
in the
education.
system,
That's
dude.
not an education.
Call
I've
her
been
again,
there.
again,
I've done
Mikey.
it all.
You have no more education than I do.
Is your mom an
Mikey,
alcoholic?
You're saying you have no
Is your
more
mom an
education
alcoholic?
than I do. So
Is your
why
mom
are
an
you just
alcoholic?
lying? Why'd you
Is
just
your mom
lie?
an alcoholic? Why
Huh?
can't you answer a question? Why do you want to talk over me? Answer the question. Is your mom an alcoholic?
Because
Did you grow
you're
up in an alcoholic
lying.
home?
You just said you were educated in it, and
I
don't.
am educated. Did you go to counseling?
Huh?
At AA,
Did I go to what?
at its rehab,
Ma'am,
where
I
your
go
mom
to
was in
therapy
there.
every
Did you
fucking
do that?
week. Ma'am, I go every fucking week.
You go to
Every fucking
rehab
week. I
every fucking
stream it.
week.
Ma'am, you obviously don't know who I am. I literally stream my therapy sessions with actual counselors and therapists and psychiatrists.
An actual therapist wouldn't let you stream them, dumbass.
What the fuck you mean, ma'am? It's my fucking things. I can stream whatever the fuck I want. It's my record if I give permission The fuck you mean?
That's for your mental
I'm
health,
not
Mikey.
streaming
That's
other
not about.
people.
That's not about. That's not about
I can
addiction.
stream whatever the fuck I
Do you
want.
have
if I
an
give
addiction?
consent
Are
to
you an
stream it.
addict?
It's up to me.
Are you an alcoholic?
I don't have to be.
Have you gone to AA? Have you gone to NA? Have you gone to
why does that matter? That's not
Alcohol
relevant. I'm
Anonymous
not
is
in
for
the
the
internet.
spouses,
I'm not.
for the
I'm
children.
saying
Have
that.
you done any of those things, Mikey?
It doesn't matter.
It does. I have, Mikey. I've been to all of them classes. I've been to
It
courses.
doesn't matter. I'm not
I've
saying if I
sat
have or
with
haven't, it's not
alcoholics. I've sat with other people who are dealing with
relevant. Then
alcoholics.
you know they shouldn't have been online. Then you know.
And that's
if
what I
you
was
are-
doing, but at no point did I think she was suicidal or that I
What
needed
do
to
you
call
mean? I
911.
just showed you the clips. That's just one. She
I
did it
was
about
in the
9
live,
times.
Mikey. I was in her box.
Then you're lying.
I
Then
was.
you are lying, or you're
I
selectively
was.
hearing. Ma'am, I
was.
literally just played you one clip, ma'am. She was streaming for about 19 hours.
I'm aware.
So then, were you there for 19 hours? Do you have people?
I was
sending
in there
clips?
off and on for about 19 hours.
So
yes,
you
because
didn't have
I was
nothing else to do.
concerned
You were in. I
about
wasn't.
Whitty
I just
putting
seen clips. I
information
get
about
clips
herself
sent.
on the internet that didn't need to be out there. Was I worried that her life was in danger?
I
Not
don't.
once.
So why does she need to be on the internet if it was public? Right?
She
Why
shouldn't
was
be
it a
on the
public
internet,
stream?
in my opinion.
It was a public stream.
She shouldn't be.
Exactly.
But
Then
she
why did
doesn't
you
need
guys try
people
to
like
keep her on?
you who don't care about her. You
Yeah,
don't
what-
care
what-
about her.
It's not-
You don't know
I
her,
didn't want her to.
and
You
it's
know
none
what?
of your business. Sometimes
What
you
do
should
you-
stay
yes,
in
it
your
is.
lane.
Yes, it is my
Why
business
are
when
you
say you're
looking
gonna
me
do
up?
it,
Why
it
are you
is.
looking up our info, Mikey? Why are you looking up Jen's info?
That's
Tell me
what I
why
don't
you're
even
know
asking
who
her
you
to
are,
wear a
Wendy.
filter
No,
whenever she's
Stop
live.
saying your info. I don't even know who you. Now I am going to. Thanks, Wendy. And now I am going to look up your info. Let
Out
me
of my
screenshot
box,
it.
Wendy.
I don't know why you're inserting yourself. Now I am gonna find your information. Like, don't say I'm looking for your information if I wasn't.
You just sent me a message asking
You-
saying you were looking for my
you, not her.
information.
She said, "Why are you
the
looking up
fuck
our
are you
info?"
looking for my info?
Because you are trying to harm people.
I'm not
on
trying to
this
harm
internet.
anyone.
What do you mean? You tried to keep them on, and you're saying she did not say what she said.
Okay,
so
so
I believe
anybody that
you
was in
want
that
her
live
to do
yesterday,
what she's
somebody
doing.
mute his ass. Shut up.
So I'm not allowed to respond.
You
asked me
can
a question.
speak, don't speak over me. Let me talk. Take turns. That's how it works. 1 1 1 1. You know how that works? I speak, you speak. You speak, I speak. Why are you looking me up? I am none your business.
And I was just going to answer, and then you said to mute me.
Why are you looking me up?
Because I believe you are harming addicts on this app by pretending you are some kind of ally. And what you do is you try and keep them on the app instead of doing what like a normal person would do,
Well,
is get them
so-
off the app into a secure, controlled environment where it's not everybody watching it like it's a fucking carnival.
Okay, so here, I just want to say, you must not have been paying attention for the 19 hours like you said you were. You came in, you made your comments, you called the cops. I was in there. I got in her box and did everything I could to get her off the fucking internet. So you, sir, did not help. I did help. I continued to redirect her. So she wasn't putting her personal information out there. The cops are not always the answer, and you shouldn't insert yourself where you're not wanted. Sometimes your my freedom of speech or the feds only causes more problems. See, like you pushing and pushing and pushing makes somebody want to break. Maybe you should stay in your lane and not push people who are already teetering.
Here, let me make something very clear for those that haven't dealt with Whitty as long as I have. When she is intoxicated and she is on the app, you can get her off the app for all of 5 seconds. I have gotten her off to FaceTime, but then what she does is she'll hang up on you and then she'll get right back on TikTok.
Correct.
So there's only so much these girls can do, Mikey, to help her. But at the end of the day, she is a grown-ass woman and she's going to do whatever she wants to do. But you calling the police on her and all of that isn't going to help her at all. Her children are very aware of what's going on. Her children are the only ones they can do something.
Okay, so why
To
weren't
help
they
her.
called in?
What do you mean, why weren't they called? They were in her live.
Here's the thing: at the end
No,
of the
they
day,
were
Mikey,
not.
this is,
No, I've already
do,
proven that is a delusion. No, they were not. No,
do,
they
do,
were
you-
not.
do, you-
No son would let their mother do that. There's no son. If my mother was doing that, there is no way in the world. I don't care if she was across the country in another country.
Can I ask you a question? Here's the thing is, you're saying that Jen and the other people are enabling her behavior when they're doing completely opposite, and you're saying you're looking them up to see if they have a history of what they have done in their past. You don't know that. I don't know that. What you looking up their info is not going to get you anywhere. They only helping her to get off the life. After that, they're not responsible what she decided to do after that. What these three gals are saying is that their kids are, that person's kids is aware. So you over here is saying, oh, well, X, Y, and Z, you're blowing this out of the portion when they're trying to tell you their reason. And you're getting mad and saying that they're enabling that creator's, being intoxic or having drug issue, being an alcoholic, whatever. They're not. They're opposite. You don't know their past. I know Jen's past. Because, again, I know her past. She knows my past. And what you said is that she doesn't know and she's enabling. She's not. Obviously, you don't know her history. So I don't understand what's your goals here. What is your goal from Jen? When she have explained to you multiple times, but you're constantly saying the opposite, like she is in the wrong. Nobody's in the wrong. Again, the person who have an addict, they're only responsible. That's it. If they choose to get help, that's on them. We can only do so much. Okay? For you blowing up a gasket, yelling at Jen, calling her a liar, again, you don't know the whole story, and these people are hopping in the request, telling you exactly what happened, and you're calling them a liar. So again, Mikey, just remove yourself from this and let Jen have her life back, because it's not getting anywhere.
Ma'am, I'm calling them a liar because they are in fact lying, or they are ignorant to the truth.
So what I just walked in here.
OG just kinda said it. OG just said it.
What is Jen lying about? I missed that. What is
She's
Jen
lying about what was being said. She's lying that Whitty did not say that. I've literally got one of them reposted last month when she said it again.
Okay.
She said that
Can I
blatantly.
say something here?
But
Just
I didn't watch
Mikey?
it live.
Mikey, have you ever been in a really, really dark place? Like really dark. And
Good Lord, what's-
you have intrusive thoughts. Your thoughts just get the best of you.
Ma'am, did you
Sometimes,
not
sometimes,
just,
let me
like,
just
I don't get to
let
talk.
me
I
finish.
did not get to talk.
Hold on.
I don't
Hey,
think I
Mikey,
can say three.
Mikey,
Let me
Mikey,
finish.
Hey, can we take turn talking?
She was in a dark place. She knew that she had made a mistake, and she was feeling really fucking bad about it. So she said things that she shouldn't have said because she was intoxicated.
Ma'am, have
At any
you ever
given
seen
point, if
somebody
any
blow
given,
their
let me
fucking
finish.
brains?
Let me finish. At any given point, if the people who actually have spent time talking to Whitty and spent time with Whitty and know a little bit about Whitty thought she was in danger, they would have reached out to law enforcement and or her family because they care about Whitty. See, you can shake your finger at me and yell at the screen all you want. I'm correct. I am one of those people that would have called law enforcement if I thought she was in trouble, but I didn't think she was in that much trouble. She was intoxicated on live.
Can I point something out? And this is why I was upset with you, Mikey. Okay? I was in the live before you called on her. And you were going in there and you were commenting things to trigger her. You were calling her racist. You were calling her out all this shit. You kept going in there. Just hold on.
Mother
You
Moon,
kept-
this is not an
you kept
intervention on me. I
going
get to talk
in
now.
there.
Mute
I'm
him.
trying to
Mute
explain
him.
something to you.
Let her finish,
kept
Mikey,
going
then you
in
can
there.
talk. Mikey, let her finish.
You
Then
kept
I'll
going
just
in
start-
there she kept getting more and more upset. And then you turn around and you call the cops on her.
He's gonna run now because he can't push his views on all of us.
He instigated it and then fucking called the cops, is my
He
point.
instigates all this shit with people on this app. I don't understand what people don't understand about that.
Yes,
Okay,
he absolutely did. He totally instigated that situation yesterday. Then he called the cops on her and said he was trying to do the right thing. I was
Jenny?
in the live. I was in the box. I know I can't save Whitty. I know that nobody on this app can save Whitty. Whitty has to save Whitty. At the end of the day, I understand alcoholism. I understand addiction. I have lived it my whole life. Have I gone to school? No. But it has been my life.
But there's also
My mom was
nobody
sober
in
for
here,
16
Jen.
years. 16 years, you guys.
OG, for those
16 years.
For those of y'all that just got here, the only reason this live happened is because Mikey messaged Jen and told her, one, to use a filter next time she goes live, and then followed it up with another message of, I'm looking up all of your info now.
Right. So
That
that's why
motherfucker
I'm
has
live.
no
But I
right to
want
look up
to address
anything about
this, and that's- I'm
anybody.
going to get to that part.
I
That's where
can
was
tell you
headed
guys
next.
right now, just FYI, Mikey's police department calls him a nuisance. They say continuously he's a nuisance. They get calls left and right about him and the stuff that he's done to people on this app.
Well, I'm going to say like this. So, I said what I said. Some people is not going to understand. I don't know the situation. I'm an outsider. But I'm not going to let people speak to Jenny like that because I know Jenny, her and I share a lot about our past and our background. But I know she's a good person and I know she had good intention. And for the people who hop in that like saying that she's a liar, she's not a liar. She have a good heart. She know what she's doing. She's been through it and everything. So the end of the day is that you can only explain so much and they're not going to get it through their thick head because they think what they're doing is right and they're going to shit the blame and saying you're in the wrong, you did this, you did that, and because they don't want to admit that they're the issue and you guys not. So I just want you guys to know you did nothing but good. You did this, what you can do for this person, this creators. I don't know who this creator is, but you guys can only do so much. The person has to decide if she needed it or not.
Correct.
And it does hurt to watch someone who falls down to that dark path. And all you have to do is just be there and be ready for that person to hit rock bottom. So for Jenny knowing what she can offer and everything, and for Mikey, I don't know who this guy is. I didn't like the way he was talking to Jenny.
Love you, Haley.
So, but again, I will not tolerate that. I only hopped in to try to get this guy to chill out because he's
I
not
appreciate
letting
you.
me.
There's no getting him to chill out. I knew what I was getting into when I let him up in the box. I let him up in the box. I had a whole there's a purpose for my live today. I knew I was never going to accomplish anything. I know Mikey. But here's the thing. Mikey comes out here and he does all the things. He instigated Whitty yesterday. He called the police on Whitty yesterday, which only drove Whitty into a different level of her drunk. And us, as the people that have been there and seen it all and done the things that we can do, knew that she was in no danger. There's a lot of times Whitty talks about that stuff and she doesn't mean it. It's alcohol spewing out of her mouth. Yes, I think that there are times that her heart hurts enough that she wishes that she wasn't here. I think she does. I mean, and that's part of the alcoholism. It's part of the disease. It's part of the illness. It's part of what her problem is. I think Whitty, at the end of the day, has a good heart and wants nothing more than to truly be sober. But she doesn't figure out how to dance with them demons yet. And she's trying. So when people come on the internet and they get in her live and they see that she slipped, instead of fucking jabbing her and telling her how big of a piece of shit you think she is, walk the fuck away.
I mean,
Let her do what she's gonna do. Leave her be, and she'll regret it herself tomorrow. She gets to deal with herself tomorrow. At the end of the day, she's the one that has to deal with herself, not you bitches. Not you bitches. And that's understanding addiction. That's understanding alcoholism. That's understanding what that person is going through in that moment in time. The reason I'm coming out here is because I want everyone to know, Mikey, all your legalities and how you think you are just more above the world because you have the cops in your back pocket. Sir, you just threatened me. Looking me up and letting me know you're doing it is with malice. It's with intent. I could call my
Harassment.
police department to reach out to yours, sir, and cause issues. I don't care enough about you. Leave me and mine alone. Stay away from Whitty. She don't need your help. You need to work on you, dude, not anyone else. You can't save anyone from themselves. They can only save themselves from themselves. Don't threaten me, boy. Don't threaten me.
I appreciate you letting me up. I did want to, and I'm sure most of you are streaming, but I do. You said that they were enabling, and none of that could be true. Because one, never once did Woody ask for money for us to purchase or help purchase. Two, nobody said, "Hey, stay on." Nobody that I seen in those boxes asked her to stay on and keep doing this. In fact, every person I seen in a box, even myself, got up there and asked Woody if she would hop down and contact one of us. You have found somebody who will react when you poke at them, because all the rest of us have just decided to roll our eyes and be like, oh. But now that you've found somebody that will react, you shall stay on that until either you find another person, but also at the same exact time, you really have an issue if somebody happens to bring up you. Because you and I have had conversations, most demure, and I well enough know that you do not like any of your faults to be light shined on. So, and if you need to dox me, you can, by all means. What did you say last night? If I say I don't have a job, then I have a good job. And if I don't know what mumbo jumbo you said, but go ahead. You can. If you want, I'll dox myself. Let me know. You tell me the platform. I'll put it out there. I don't know why you would need to dox me. I'm just a person on here who has always tried to give you grace and always tried to talk to you. Just like the other night when you turned around, how someone asked how to speak to you and you made that. We all know, 90% of people know that people on the spectrum, once we figure it out, there's a whole way. I am raising an amazing child who is on the spectrum, but he is very black and white. There's no gray area. It took us a long time to figure that out. And it's the same thing with you, Mike. I see a lot of you in my child, and so now I know I can't speak gray area with you. But the fact of the matter is, nobody last night from these boxes or that I seen in the boxes as I watched from the live, because I do watch from the window on Whitty's, especially when she's intoxicated, because I want to love her so hard, but that hurts so bad, and I want to be like, Whitney, let me just. But anywho, I didn't see anybody enabling her, and I'm sorry to burst that little bubble of yours, buddy. Send me a message if you need me to send you your info. I don't want you to waste your time on looking it up. I can just send it to you, Mikey. Thank you for letting me up, Jen.
Sure thing. Thanks for coming up.
Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen.
Hey.
Hey, Wendy. Hey, Haley.
Hey, Amanda.
How's everybody doing? All I came up here for is because he was up here. I have not had the pleasure of speaking with Mikey, but I did since he's on private. Anyway, I requested to follow him. So if he wants to bark and holler and scream, he can do that with me. He needs to stop coming over here and doing that horse shit. So, and leave you and Wendy and everyone else alone over here. Because now he's opened up a whole other bunch of shit with me. So, Mikey, open invitation, me, you, let's do this, okay? You want to dig into somebody, dig into me, boo, all right? I'm right here, so
Amanda,
let's go. Yeah.
you know how much I avoid confrontation. You know how much I avoid all this drama and everything else.
100%.
But he doesn't get to threaten Jenny. He doesn't get to send her threatening. And everybody in the text in the chat saying it's normal. That's what he does. That might be what he does, but he hasn't done it to us yet. And he did. And that's why Jeannie's on here. I'm like, go live. Call this bitch out. Like,
Absolutely.
this
He
ain't
has
cool.
yet to have a conversation with me, so let's do this, Mikey. You think you're not the one? Let's go.
Yes, Haley.
The reason why he threatened, because he's a man. He got to be powerful, and he's only used that. He weaponized this saying, "Oh, I'm gonna look you up." Blah blah blah. It's a threat,
he called
here's
Jeannie.
the thing:
He called Jeannie
not,
sir and dude the whole entire time. Misgendered her the entire
well,
the first 5
and
minutes
guess
she was in the
what?
box.
And guess what? He looked like a dumbass. So
Well,
again, at the end of the day, let the man do whatever he wants to do. Just don't give him that. Don't give it to
No,
him.
see, and here's the thing
I'm
about
that.
that I've learned about being me and comfortable. I'm comfortable with me. I am so comfortable in my own skin. You can kiss my ass. I am almost
Right.
50. I don't give a fuck anymore.
And see, I don't
So
either.
these
I'm ready
wrinkles,
to play,
all are
I'm ready to
mine.
play
They're
ball.
mine. Every one of them I fucking earned. Every one of them have blood and sweat and tears to get to the point where I am today. I'm proud of them. I have my grandma's bags. My grandma, she had them. I got my grandma's bags. Am I ashamed of my grandma's bags? No. I am who I am. I don't wear a filter. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. I have stopped getting in the drama because I don't want it at my door. I don't want it in my life. But when I see someone in trouble, Whitty needed redirection yesterday. I know all about Whitty. I know all about the disease. Whitty needed redirection. Whitty needed to stop saying the things she was saying. And it wasn't about unaliving herself. She was putting personal information out there. And that's all I was doing was redirecting, trying to pull the live, get her off the live.
100%.
And if nothing else, I redirected her. Did she call anyone? No. Did she say she was going to? Yes. But when she came back on, she was talking about somebody else. And that's all it takes with somebody that's drunk.
Right.
That's what you guys don't understand. You can't call the cops and you can't poke and push and say, you piece of shit. Get up there and I don't know, talk about the Smurfs. There you go. We're gone. We're on a whole nother subject. It's like shiny penny
It's
squirrel.
easy to redirect. But I'm not going to take up any more of your time over here, Jen, because, prednisone is prednisoning. And this is where I'm at today in my head. And, it's fine. It's fine. I don't like all this fucking shit either, but now he's over, he's crossed a line with fucking with you or Wendy and I'm done. So I'm going to go live. So he can feel like he's fucking doing something. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to entertain his tiny little acorn sack. All right? So that's going to be me. I'm going to do it. So I love you too. So you can watch, you can listen, but he needs to follow me back so he can come in the box and he can maybe learn something. So whatever. But I'm gonna go have a little bit of fun. You guys enjoy a calm live. Discuss whatever, just have a good live. I'm gonna redirect.
I have one thing to say. I have not grown up around alcoholics. I have not been around drug addicts my entire life like a lot of people have. I was blessed in certain ways, and that's one of the ways. But what I will say is that I can imagine with any other addiction, if you're trying to truly help someone, it's not by restreaming the live. It is not by posting videos the next day. It is not doing the things that he is doing. So his whole I'm trying to help her, I think, is a crock of shit, because I don't think anything that he has done is in an effort to help anyone.
So I do have a question. So did he call the cop on her?
He absolutely did. He did a welfare check on her.
Okay, well, that's just going to make her spiral even more.
Absolutely.
And second
it brings
of all,
more trouble into her life. It draws more attention to her.
It's not the first time he's done a welfare check on her either.
No.
Like, some people have...
I'm in the car, so I don't know if you can hear me good, but we all...
I mean, you guys have a good reason because, obviously Jenny knows her, so does Wendy, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys do. And you guys have that concern, but does this guy actually know her personally?
He knows her
Like,
as a creator on here. He's gone back and forth with her. Um,
so he doesn't
there's a
really
lot of things
personally know
about
her.
Whitty that are good, and there's a lot of things about Whitty that need to not be done on the app for her own benefit. But Whitty does come out here. She does stream people. She does poke people. But she just is doing what everybody else is doing, and then she does good for. I think she did good for 2 weeks this last stretch, and then she stumbles and falls, and then she gets on the internet, and everybody comes in there and they stream her and they make fun of her and they tell her that she's a piece of shit and that she needs to go to treatment. All the things that she knows, she knows. Like,
Well,
you can't
I mean,
tell me that an
I'm just-
alcoholic doesn't know that they need help. And if you do, then you don't understand the illness.
Right, and then not only that, but people should not be saying, "Oh, you need to quit drinking." That's just gonna make her want to drink even more.
Well, I mean,
And-
if anybody that's watched Whitty has paid any attention, every time that she's intoxicated and you tell her not to drink, she picks that cup up and slams it. I mean, that's what most people that are in the middle of their addiction do. She's rebelling. When she stumbles, she's gonna be out of character. She's gonna be out of character, I say, because when she's sober, she's not that person.
Right.
We had that instance yesterday where that lady who just started following Whitty while she was in her sobriety, and she was sober holding lives, and the lady really enjoyed being with her and in the lives, and then she rolled in yesterday and came across a totally different Whitty and was like, wait a minute, are you intoxicated? And she got muted because at that moment in time, those words in the chat were triggering, let's say.
Right. That's understandable. Like, I mean, again, people who's going through it. My gay best friend, his boyfriend, been sober for I think 3 or 4 years, and he told me the story of why he decided he was an alcoholic, and he knew he was going down, and he finally realized he had to be sober for himself. So it took him a long time, and I honestly think it takes a lot of people time to realize that it is a problem without somebody saying, "Oh, X, Y, and Z. All you're doing is just." I'm not saying enabling, but you're lighting that fire in that person where they don't want to quit. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, Shell. I'm proud of you. Stand proud on that. And I seen you trying to help. You were in there. You knew what we were doing. You knew what was going on. And again, I'm going to say it really loud. I'm not trying to save anyone. I'm not trying to save anyone. I know that I can't save Whitty. I know that I can't save my brother. You guys understand my brother. I don't speak to my brother. I do not speak to my own brother because of his addiction. I'm not living the life of an addict, man. So it's a hard place to be, people. And you think that I just come out here blowing nonsense. I don't. I care about people, unfortunately, because the world is so fucking ugly. But like, I don't get in shit unless there's a reason. Whitty can't get sober until Whitty's ready. My mom was sober 16 years, you guys. 16 years. She's been drinking for the last 4 or 5.
It's
So
not
stuff like
easy.
that.
It definitely, yeah.
You know, when my mom got sober 16 years previous, she said, "This is my last sobriety." And I said, "This is my last song and dance." I can't walk that walk with her anymore, as she can't get sober anymore. So we both know where she's at, and that breaks my fucking heart. But
I'm sorry.
I do what I do to protect me, because you live it your whole life. Your whole life, you get to you understand it differently. No, I don't have an education. I said that to Mikey because he doesn't have an experience or an education. He
But
doesn't
you have
understand the
life
disease.
experience.
Do I think that there are times you could consider allowing Whitty to go live and doing the things she does and getting in there and chatting with her, enabling? Yes, I absolutely do. Does someone in a treatment center or AA group or someone that's going through rehab going to consider that enabling? Probably. What we were doing yesterday was trying to end the live. I wasn't trying to enable her. I wasn't trying to get her out there and do more things. I wasn't hooting and hollering. Yeah, she was having a good time dancing. Let her dance. She's not causing trouble. She's not saying things she shouldn't be. But when Mikey got in there and poked her, she went to another place. And that's when it's ugly and she shouldn't be on the internet. And that's when I'll step up. I'm not enabling anyone. I'm not telling her go ahead and drink, Woody. We're for you drinking. What I'm saying is stop, girl, stop for your own protection.
And
And I
he
meant what I
knows
said to
because
Whitty
he was
yesterday. I told
led.
her, I said, when I first got in your box and said I wasn't trying to be your friend, and she asked me what I was doing then. And I told her I was trying to be your TikTok friend. We can hang out in these boxes. We can laugh. We can dance. We don't need to go skipping down the sidewalk, kumbaya on it every day in our real life. And
The
she was
last
like,
two
I get
weeks,
it. But yesterday, I would be her friend right now. If she needed to get off the internet, needed someone to talk to, I talked to her. Because I think that everybody needs a little grace.
the last time that she was sober for the 2 weeks, she was having a good day. Everybody was joking and laughing, and all of a sudden, someone said that he was streaming her, and that set her off. And obviously, she knows, like, you can't blame somebody for your breaking your sobriety. But that tipped her over the edge because he was calling her this, that, the third, like all the names, everything like that. It pushed her over the edge, and she started drinking that night. And it's heartbreaking because I got in his box and I argued with him for an hour. He was trying to find my information. He was telling people he paid $200 for my information. I don't understand where he's coming from. Like, if he's trying to help somebody, that's not how to do it. And he's not listening. He has called the police on so many people that it's not even funny. And I'd like to know how many women's information has this man asked for? Because it's got to be at least 50, at
And it gets
least.
to that point where it's weird. That's weird behavior and it
It's
needs to be
creepy,
addressed. And if his police station knows all about him, then I don't think it would really be a hard address. If he comes looking for me, I promise you, I'm not going to be like everybody else and just sit down quiet and be like, oh, well, Mikey looked
right?
me up. Like everybody else on the internet. I'm going to fucking do things. That's a promise. I'm done being threatened on the internet because I have an opinion. I had a huge opinion yesterday and I spread it, and I'm having an opinion today and I spread it. But it's my opinion. I'm not telling people how to live their lives, and I'm not calling cops on people, and I'm not looking up your real lives. Go live your lives off the internet. I'm just going to say it. I want to address this comment down here by AJ that he's the reason she broke her sobriety. At the end of every day, Whitty is the reason she broke her sobriety. She cannot put that on
Exactly.
anyone else. She put
Yeah,
herself on the internet. She allowed herself to be accessible. If Mikey's going to do those things to her, she needs to block him at all costs. Even if he comes
yeah,
in on a backup, her mod should know that. He should be blocked. He should not be able to instigate. But at the end of the day, Whitty put herself there. If Whitty felt triggered, she should have removed herself from the internet. That is
right.
part of sobriety, and she knows that. So
I
it's
tried to
not.
get her to stop too
The
that
addict
night.
cannot blame anyone else for their relapse.
Yeah, she's very stubborn. Like OG said, like you can get her off TikTok and 5 minutes later she's back on. Like
Right.
it's her life, and that's the thing. We can't force her to it, but we're definitely not enabling her. Like by trying to be there for her, that's maybe I don't know if it is considered enabling, but as I grew up around AA as well, and NA and Alateen and Al-Anon, everything, and you don't if you live the experience, you know it. Like Jen, you know what's up with it. You know what
Correct.
I mean? Like he
Correct.
has no freaking idea what's going on. None of us are trained professionals, but what we are is we've lived it. So we know what it is and how to try and diffuse it. And like how Broken Crayon said that she knows how to deal with people on the spectrum. I have no idea how to because I've never had that experience,
Correct. And
And
and I
it's
and
so
I and I do. I don't, and I don't, but I understand it because I do
right.
have a dear friend who explains it to me every chance that she can when I'm not understanding. And I love her family, so I make it my make it a point to learn. Let's say.
No, and that's amazing. Yeah.
But at the same time, just because Mikey falls on a spectrum doesn't mean that he gets to get out here and act a fool. Should I scream at him? No. Should anybody else scream at him? No. Should we scream at people? No. But sometimes you're mad and your voice
And
gets
I
loud.
was very calm with him that day. Like I'm talking to you right now. I had
Yeah.
so many people in the comments bashing me and being so rude. And I was reading them and then I wasn't reading them because you can get caught up in it, right? Caught up in reading the comments. And I'm not as strong as you are. I do get hurt by it. I'm not gonna say that I didn't, but some of the things I did take into consideration, like some of my actions and whatever could be looked at in a certain way, and I do understand that. But my problem is I care too much about people, and I do try to fix things, and that's something that I have to realize that I can't do it. I can't.
No.
I don't
And
have that
that's another
power.
reason that I've stepped so far away from everything is because you can only do so much. But if I see something or I hear something when I'm scrolling up, I'm gonna get loud. When
Hmm.
somebody sends me a DM saying they're gonna look me up and that I should use a filter and then
That's
misgender me several
disgusting.
times while on my live, then I might spew a little bit. I want you to know that I was a lot more heated when I talked to Wendy before I went live and I said things to her that I said because I could, and then I got them out of my mouth and I didn't say them on the internet.
Right. No, you're such an amazing person, and
That's forever, baby.
you're
Internet's
beautiful.
forever.
I know that
No,
internet's forever and
exactly.
it's unforgiveful, and that's why I don't. It's unforgiving, and that's why I watch what I say. AJ, I'm proud of you. 10 years is amazing. I did not try to tell you you didn't know what you're talking about. Um, yes, Mikey does come out here and he does push her, and it's wrong. It's not. It's not
Hmm.
helpful. He's not doing the service that he thinks he is. It's harmful to her. But again, at the end of the day, that's your responsibility, man. Proud of you. 10 years is
Right.
fucking
I'm gonna
solid.
jump down. Thank you very much, Jen, for doing this.
Bye,
I
Joyce.
appreciate you guys. I
Thank you
love
for
you,
coming up.
ladies.
Hey,
Thank you,
hey
honey.
Jen, how are you, baby?
I'm good. How are you, Sha?
Hey, I can't complain. I was in, Whitty's live last night and I saw how you were talking with her and how everybody talks with her. And, one thing that I've learned in my sobriety is you can't help somebody who doesn't want the help. Now, does she want the help? I could see she wants it, but how
Should ask her.
much more she has to ask for the help, and Whitty has to be willing to go into like a sober living home or somewhere where she can get the treatment,
I agree.
because withdrawing from alcohol, it's not safe doing it alone. It is not safe doing it alone.
No, I
Now,
agree.
we all have tried, like OG has said, me and OG tried numerous of times with Whitty. She would get into OG's boxes. We've tried talking with her. And like you said, when she is sober, she's funny as shit. She is hilariously funny when she's sober. But when she's in that drunken stupor,
The demons
she's,
take over.
and she doesn't, like you said, she doesn't know how to control that. Look, I fight those demons every day, but I know how to control that. Where she just, you know, I feel for Whitney. I love Whitney, but she needs to want the help. We could all sit there and talk to her till we're blue in the face. And whether she takes our,
Mhm.
or whether she accepts what we tell her, that's on her at the end of the day. But all we could do for people that are like that, and alcohol addiction or rug addiction or any other addiction that's out there, all we could do is pray for those people.
I agree. And
Because at the end of the day, God's the only one that is going to walk you through that, you know?
correct. And you're
Jen, to be honest with you, I was getting a little teed down in the comments when Mikey was going off on you. And let me tell you something, you're an amazing person. You and Wendy both are. And you do not need his bullshit.
and the thing is that's awesome, just Christy. I'm going to address you quick. You are absolutely correct. It's not just about abstaining from alcohol. It's dancing with the demons. Everyone has demons. I don't care who you are. There's always a demon somewhere. We all carry them.
Absolutely.
We all have them. It's how you dance with them. It's how you choose to dance. If you choose to lead, then you stay in control. If you choose to let them lead, then you're out of control. And you have to get right with you before you can stop doing this or anything else
Absolutely.
that you're
And
doing.
this live wasn't held about Witty. It wasn't. This wasn't what this live
No.
was about. It turned into that for a minute, but that is not at all what this live was
No,
about.
and
Because
yeah,
everybody here wants the best for Witty.
thank you for clarifying that, because I don't want Whitty to think that I came out here and went live about her and went crazy. It was about my live was the fact that Mikey was messaging me, DMing me, telling me I should wear a filter when I stream and that he's going to be looking me up. And I wanted to address that. I kind of wanted to bicker with him. Let's be honest. I know I've watched Mikey. I've watched a lot of people that I know personally go at it with Mikey, and there's no there's no happy ending to it ever. I just wanted to come out here and let him know, though, that with all of his federal cases and calling the police and doing the things, he threatened me today. He threatened to look me up, and it was in a malice intent. And I can prove that, and I will if he continues to push me and mine. And just stay away from
Right.
me. Just leave her be. It's not her sobriety. It's none of your business. It's not your concern. She's not your person. She's not your friend. She's nothing. Just leave her be.
No. Exactly. Like he shouldn't even be in her lives. And if here's the thing: I don't know who her mods are, and I don't know if she has good enough mods that know all of his backup accounts to block them
Well, I think
from
that's
coming in
not.
to
But
bother her.
if they should be blocking him the minute that they come in, I know a couple of her mods, and they're decent. They're decent. So
Okay.
I guess it all depends on how Woody wants them to run her platform. I know that a lot of people were
Yeah.
getting blocked yesterday because of the things they were saying, and it worked for me because, like I said, they were triggers to her. Can you save Woody? No, nobody can.
Yeah, but at the same time, they just said that he's got multiple burner accounts or whatever, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And the thing about it is he knew that she was on live for 19 hours. That's stalkerish. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah, it
stalkerish
is.
behavior. If I am in a position to where I'm sitting on live for 19 hours, that's an issue within myself. But if I am someone who is watching you for 19 hours, that's an issue with them. Like that's weird behavior.
Yeah, I want to
Absolutely.
make that clear. I knew that Woody was on live all day yesterday. I was not in there all day. She said a lot of things that I didn't hear because I wasn't in there. But I was in there when he came in there. I was in there when he called, and it was unwarranted. It was to poke her. It was to stir up the pot. It was to cause chaos and bring attention to himself at the end of every day. And it's not fair to use somebody else's illness, somebody else's vulnerable moment in time as your entertainment. The people that are streaming Witty, you know who you are. To for what? You came out here with a different reason. Now you look petty. You look petty. Stop. It's not helping Witty. All you're doing is drawing more attention. You're actually enabling that behavior because you're getting her to have more attention. You see how that works? Leave her be.
Absolutely.
You
But
want
I
you want
just
to stop
wanted
somebody from drinking on the internet? Stop entertaining them. Stop streaming them. Just let it be.
I just wanted
And
to come up here and clarify, that I saw you and you were not, you weren't everybody, even people in the chat was telling her, Witty, get offline, go talk to somebody, you know, just don't go on for the rest of the night. And, you know,
well, and the thing is I said, if you want to come back later and you want to dance, go ahead. Right now, I need you to stop talking what you're talking about, and you won't because you're fixated and you're intoxicated. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't stop Woody from getting on the internet. I can't do any of those things. In that exact moment, the things Woody was discussing on live should not have been coming out of her mouth, and that's what I was trying to curve. And instead, he got up there, called the cops, and only he calling the cops and having them show up only fed fuel to what Mikey had just done. So then she started spewing things that weren't even about Mikey, and I just needed her to stop. And it was for her just trying to save her a little grace, like a little less embarrassment on the internet. Did she go again for 12 hours? Probably. And that's on Witty. That's on Witty.
Whenever
Everybody knows it.
Whitty got off to have a Snapchat phone call, and Jen left the live because she was sitting beside me. And then within a few minutes, like y'all said, Whitty was right back on live. Jen didn't go back in there, and that's because not because, but I mean, said to her, there's nothing you can do at this point. Whitty's going to be live. Just the least people that are in there entertaining her. Maybe she'll get bored and get off. And Jen never went back in there because she recognizes that, like, you can't, at that point, there's nothing you can do. She was just trying to help her not to say the things that she was saying about personal life on live. That was what she was trying to do.
I did, however, pop back in there in the chats that second time and say there was somebody in the chat that said, if you were her real friends, you'd be reporting this live. And I tagged that person and said, at this point, I agree. Because reporting her and getting her shut down is another way to protect her from herself. But again, it's not our place. It's not our job. And then I walked away from it. As I was scrolling TikTok throughout the day, I sat on the outside, watched, seen what she was doing, and went about my day. In that moment, I was just trying to give Witty a little grace. And then was threatened to be looked up and told that, I'm an old hag. And a sir. I'm sorry, I'm an old sir. And again, those comments don't offend me, for fuck's sake.
They offend me.
Weird. It's weird.
They offend me. I'm petty like that.
Go ahead and say things like that, because it shows when you're trying to be this educated person from the brain how ignorant and uneducated you truly are. And you just sound stupid. I want to just quick say congratulations to everybody in the chat that has put out their recovery time. You guys are amazing. Be proud of that. Carry that with pride. And celebrate that birthday every year. Bold and loud. Be proud of that birthday. It's amazing. You guys, I know that it takes a lot to get to where that point is, but it's a good point.
Well, it did. It took me a lot. If it wasn't for my husband giving me 2 ultimatums, I wouldn't be here today. And I owe a lot of thanks to my husband for that.
And that's awesome.
And my kids saved my life. Mm-hmm. And, it is what it is. I mean, we all go, it's one foot in front of the other. And, for Whitty, it's going to be baby steps for her. And, at the end of the day, she is an amazing person when she's sober.
Yeah, she's got a good heart. She's a good person. She just needs to dance with her demons.
And Jen, you've got to be proud of yourself too. You're an amazing person. Wendy, you're awesome. And everybody in the chat, congratulations on all of your sobriety. I'm going to hop down because I'm going to have a family day today. So awesome. We're going out for the day.
Enjoy your day, Cheryl.
We're going to the Pantages Theater out here in California. We are going to go. My husband got tickets for a couple of shows, so we're going to see a show today.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we're going to go see Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Yes. But awesome. You guys have a good day. And if anyone needs anything, my inbox is always open. Even if it's to talk about recovery, I am all for it. And I'm here for anybody who needs anything. So thank you for letting me up, Jen. You always. And Wendy have a good day. I love you guys.
Too. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Shell.
I will. Take care.
I want to say one thing, babe, then I'm gonna drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it too.
But I see the other side of alcoholism or addiction, and mainly I'm talking about alcoholism because as someone who works in the medical field, I care for people that are in their 30s and 40s that are dying from liver disease because of alcoholism. And if you don't end up in a wreck, hey Sarah, or something with a DUI or something terrible happened to you, death is horrible as someone with liver disease. And so, like, kudos to everybody in the chat that has their sober dates. And I know it's one day at a time, and birthdays and your anniversaries and those things are great, but keep at it because the long effects of it are very sad.
I concur. And it's I don't know. There's so much to say, and I could go on and on and on and on and on and ramble forever, but my phone's going to die.
I'll say your phone's at 10%. I just got notified.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure that this live was held because I was angry. And but I wanted to be noted that Mikey gets out here and acts like he's just the friend of the law when he's out here and looking me up. Shows all kinds of things, Mikey, and I'll follow through, I promise.
Mississippi girl, that's so sad because there are so many people that don't have the opportunity to have a transplant, whether their MELD score is not for whatever reason. So that's terribly sad that that's happening with your niece. Yeah. And yes, never get complacent, Kristen.
Yeah, he's never going to stop, and I advise everybody else that's being harassed by him to do the same. I mean,
there was somebody in the chat that said what county he lived in, and I'm not trying to get his information, but I will make a phone call. Later. I'll make a phone call if we get that information. He will definitely not be threatening me.
Absolutely will not be threatening me either. Oh, we got a visitor.
All right, it's been competition day all day.
Oh yeah.
And I'm taking a walk so I can smoke. So what's happening? I saw your text.
Mikey sent me a message that said I should wear filters when I stream, and then he followed it up with "I'm looking you up also."
And then he got in the box and called her sir and dude and bro several times.
Is Mikey live right now? Because like this is my first cigarette all day, so I'm
probably streaming.
Hey Mikey, hey Mikey, are you streaming us? Just come over because I need to have a conversation, Mikey.
I yelled at him. I tried to do the let's talk, my talk, you talk. He was pretty fired up. And at the end of the day, my live was just to let him know that he thinks that he's out here doing all these legal things that are legal, but by threatening me and telling me you're looking me up, again, is with intent.
No, Jenny, here's the problem. Okay, I'm going to say this and then I have to go back in, but here's the problem. So Mikey, he sat in a box a few nights ago, and I got in the box because Killer Bees asked him a question, right? Which was from me. And he was very polite in it. He's like, if you don't want to answer this, it's fine. If you want to tell me it's none of my business, that's fine. Like, blah, blah, blah. And he asked the question. It was not rude. It was actually respectful because it allowed people to understand what it is like to have a conversation with Mikey. But Mikey, here's to you now. Okay. You came at me and said, but they're talking about, yeah, I have problems, so on and so forth, right? That's what you said. I reminded you I have 2 special needs children, Mikey, and one's just like you. He happens to be almost 23. Mikey, you don't get to come out here and insult my friends by saying you need to put on a filter. Where do you get off that you have the right to say that to someone, number 1, Mikey? Number 2, how dare you misgender somebody? You sat up in that box on a high horse going on and on about all of it, about the prejudice, about discrimination, about racism, all this other stuff. Mikey, you were in that box for over 2 hours talking about that, and you're going to come at my friend sideways. That is not a good thing for you to do. So, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say, Mikey. You, again, don't get to come on and claim because of your disability that you get to be an asshole and not have people call you out. You don't get to be an asshole, okay, Mikey? That's my friend. Now, I've been respectful to you, and I'll continue to talk to you very bluntly and very literally because that is how you understand and listen. But, Mikey, don't come after my friends and then play victim. Stop it. Okay, Jenny, Wendy, love you both. I'm going to get down before
Patriot.
I name us off. Bye.
Hey, Patriot, did you realize you called Jen Jenny? I think you're the only, you're one of the only original people that are Jennies that call her Jenny.
Oh, shit,
like
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm out here using government names and everything else. My bad. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just saying that I love it when somebody else calls her Jenny because she hates it. She hates Jenny, but she likes it because it comes from a Southern girl, so she liked it. So that's what her name was initially.
Yeah, there's a small group of people from the beginning, and you fall in it that still call me Jenny.
Okay, Jen.
It's okay.
See, Mikey. Listen, I stopped talking so they could talk to me. I called her Jenny. She prefers not to be called that, so I will call her her preferred name, which is Jen. Mikey, that's how respect works. Okay, so show a little respect to people on this app, Mikey. Have a seat. All right, love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Patriot. Bye, babe. I'm getting off.
All right, love you. My phone's gonna be dying too, and everybody's live, so we should go pay attention to them. Thank you, everybody. I'm proud of all of you who have sobriety under your belt. I'm proud of you if you're trying to figure out how to get sobriety under your belt. I'm proud of you if you stumbled today and you picked yourself up tomorrow and are trying to figure out how to get sobriety under your belt. Everybody continue to be you. Don't let people fuck you up. This is my face. Again, proud of all these wrinkles. I could probably lose a little bit of weight. I got my grandma's bags. When I was younger, it was an issue. Now, kind of proud of it. So go smell the flowers. Get out and touch the grass. Take in some sun. Take a break from this app. Thank you all. Thank you, Megan. I hope you're enjoying your time. I've enjoyed the videos. Looks like a good time. I'm jealous I wasn't on the scooters with you. That's how Wendy hurt her shoulder. She won't be on the scooters anytime soon. I did earn every one of them, Patriot. And that's what I said. They're mine. I earned them. Blood, sweat, and tears, baby. All mine. Call me sir all day. I don't care. It doesn't offend me. They do it in the changing rooms all the time. Have a good day, everybody. Be kind. That's all it takes. Be kind. Show a little grace.